Hello, tady Broňa, nadšený učitel angličtiny z Brna, který pomáhá lidem zamilovat se do angličtiny. No teď vás vítám nadšeně, jak jinak, na začátku dalšího BroňaCastu. A tentokrát tu nebudu sám, ale budu mít velmi vzácného hosta. Matt Field je můj host. A pokud vám to nic neříká, tak Matt je super sympatiák, to vám asi taky pořád nic neříká, ale krom toho je to velvyslanec z Velké Británie v České republice. No a my jsme si tady u nás v Brně, jak jinak, kdo by nemiloval Brno, popovídali, samozřejmě anglicky, takže pokud jste spíš začátečníci, možná zkuste nějaký další BroňaCast, naprostý většině mluvím česky, tady tentokrát to budeme mít, chtěl říct, titulky vám nemůžu dát, takže budeme to mít anglicky, ale Matt mluví krásnou angličtinou, mluví tak, aby mu bylo hezky rozumět. A já jsem se optal na věci jako, hele, které věci tě nejvíc překvapily v České republice, jaký jsou nejtěžší slova pro tebe, proč je lepší orloj v Brně než v Praze, jak mi těší anglicky, nějaký trapasy, co se mu tady staly, co říká na české jídlo, a podobné věci. Takže myslím, že to je fakt moc zajímavý rozhovor, není nějak dlouhý, trvá to asi 8-9 minut, takže pokud máte chvilku času a zajímá vás, jak působíme vlastně na někoho z Velké Británie, jaká je zkušenost Meta, který je super sympatiák, tak na to určitě koukněte. Možná jste to zaznamenali, on měl mozickou kampaň Jsem tady novej a je skvělý na sociálních sítích, takže ho doporučuji i sledovat. Takže jo, tady je neotřelý pokec s panem velvyslancem.
So, which three things surprised you the most about the Czech Republic? And please be honest.
Three things, okay. First one, it's beautiful. I mean, genuinely.
So you didn't expect it when you say it surprised you?
Even more beautiful.
Nice.
Even more beautiful than I expected. So the cities, the countryside, so even more beautiful. Number two, and this will surprise Czech people actually, it's friendly. People were more friendly. And every time I say that to a Czech person, they're surprised.
Yes, so am I.
Yeah, so, but our experience is that everyone's been friendly. And the third one, not really a surprise, perhaps, but one of my favourite things, beer everywhere. And that makes me feel very much at home.
Oh, that's nice. I even see it in, when there are these places for people to play, for kids to play.
Yes.
And it mingles with
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And I see people 9 o'clock in the morning just getting started.
Very Czech-like. Good. Is there any especially difficult Czech word, that's impossible for you to say, or close to impossible?
Anything with rš in is tricky. So, I mean, something like řízek. It's taken me a long time to get here. I'm still working on that.
How about the hluboký talíř?
Hluboký talíř.
You're really good, actually.
Well, practice.
I'm impressed.
Practice. Thank you.
Maybe could you now teach me something I can say visiting Great Britain that people would appreciate my English? I would.
Sure. I'll tell you how to say thank you without saying thank you.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So British people, you always think of them as being very polite. Mm-hmm. And we are, usually. But often we don't say thank you, we say something else instead. Okay. So I'll give you 3 different ways of saying thank you.
Okay.
Without saying thank you.
I'm all ears.
Okay. First one, you often hear people say cheers.
Oh, so it's the same like when you...
Yeah, so it's not cheers.
Cheers?
It's the same, but they're saying cheers, meaning thank you.
And is it more like informal? Can I say it even in the shop?
Yeah, it's quite informal, but you can say it anywhere. You could say it in a shop. You could say it with your friends, but you can say cheers. Okay.
That's number 1.
So that's one good one. Second one, British people say this a lot. Nice one.
Nice one.
Nice one. So nice one. And you can use that for lots of things. Lots of things. Again, it's quite informal. But if someone passes you a nice drink, you can say, nice one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nice one.
I heard only have a nice one, like have a nice day, but
yeah,
always something new to learn. Thank you.
And then the last one, which is a bit like thanks, and it's from thanks already, but a lot of British people will say tar.
Oh.
And tar means thank you.
Thank you. Tar. And now, this is a little tricky question.
Okay.
But which astrological clock is better for, in your opinion, the Prague one or the one we have in Brno? And the one in Brno, actually.
And why is it the one in Brno? Okay. And we don't have any astronomical clocks that I know of in the UK. So you have 2 more than we do. The one in Brno is newer. and sometimes it's good to have a new version of it.
Well, thank you. Very polite. See, you're good at your work.
Cheers.
Okay. What about our English? I mean, the Czech people in general. What do you think about it? And please, it would be nice to have a polite answer and an honest answer. You know, like
Honest answer.
yes.
I've been impressed. I think there's lots of people that speak English very well all across the country. I think the pronunciation is often pretty good. And I think also the vocabulary is very impressive. I get the feeling that Czechs and Brits were kind of similar in some ways, so it's easier for us to understand each other as well.
But I have the feeling that you wouldn't tell me anyway. If you felt, you know, they could horrible accent, would you tell me, or you?
Oh, no, I think I would tell you because I would, or you would know because I would probably start talking about the weather, or I'd start talking about this lovely table or something
Which is
else.
wiggly.
I would change the subject, but I don't need to change the subject.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. Okay. If you want to answer, can you tell us what was the biggest embarrassing moment for you in the Czech Republic? Have you done something that Czech people consider rude, or you missed something, or changed some words, or was there something like... I can give you an example.
Yeah,
a new
please.
thing. I remember that once I invited my American friend to our house, and he walked in his dirty shoes.
Dirty shoes.
And you know, my mom was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he didn't know what's happening. He saw something is very wrong, but you know, so has anything like that happened to you?
Oof, that's a good question. I don't know if it's rude exactly, but we have some different ideas about how to serve beer. So in the UK, if you get a pint of beer and the foam is more than about that much, you would send it back and tell them to fill up the glass. And the first couple of times when I would get, you know, proper Czech drink, a Czech beer, I would kind of look at it and I would feel that they were being rude, or that there'd been some
Did you say that, or you just thought?
Well, I kind of, at that point, I sort of looked around and I realised what everyone else had to say.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So this was probably something I needed to learn.
I have a funny story from the opposite direction,
Yeah,
because
please.
when I lived in Scotland, they gave me, you know, the beer and it was completely full, and I was like, how am I supposed to walk with that to my table? So I drank a little,
Yes.
but then a man came and saw my beer that it was not filled, and he told the guy, hey, how dare you
Fill it up.
yeah, fill it up, and I just didn't know what to do, you know, so I walked like that.
Yes. Yeah. This is,
He stood up for me. It was nice.
This is our culture as well, for both of us.
Thank you. And what do you think about Czech food and drinks?
Well, I've mentioned my favourite drink already several times. I think in terms of the food, it's been good to try different things as I travel around the country. I still have, I think my favourite is probably tartarak.
Oh, nice.
I think that's the one which I eat most often and always enjoy. But I'm always ready to try new things.
Okay, that was my last question, but I have one extra one. Is there something you would like to tell us, to Czech people? You know, have the opportunity to tell us something.
So I think just to stick with it, stick with English. I think the first thing I should say is I apologise on behalf of Great Britain for spelling and pronunciation of English. I know this is sometimes a bit strange.
It makes it more fun.
It does make it more fun, thank you. But sometimes it's quite tricky. But really, I hope that people enjoy learning English not because of us, but because English is now a language which is spoken all around the world. So it's not only a way of understanding
Thank you. I'm happy that I asked you.
but it's the whole world that speaks English.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Super.